Steph Papadakis, the RockStar car comes in here, and it's the RockStar. It takes over everybody's attention.
You know, we're just here to tech. You know, we're getting ready for the weekend. We're going to go testing actually later today, and you know, we're ready to go.
I see you pacing with some nerves. Relax, dude. The car is done. You just told me that if there was a race this afternoon, you'd be ready for it.
Well, there's actually a test this afternoon, and we are ready for that. And we really can't spend all day here.
That Ed Pink thing really stands out.
Ed, they helped out a lot with the engine setup. These engines were all built originally by Joe Gibbs and TRD for NASCAR setups. So their power band is they use a higher power band, much narrower power band than what we do for drifting. So the Ed Pink guy, Ed Pink shop, has a lot of experience with these engines that they use in the Silver Crown sprint cars, and they also have a 4-cylinder version of this. So they have a lot of experience moving the power band around. So we just told them what we were looking for, and they were able to deliver it.
Where does this fit on the Steph scale?
The thing I really like about the Scion is I think we kept a lot of Scion-ness to it. I mean, it's got a V8 in it, and it's rear-wheel drive, which is not the typical layout of the Scion, but everything fits under the hood. It's still a unibody car. It's easy to work on. When you look at it and you open the doors, you know, I think it really has that flavor of a Scion still.
You feel like a baby watching your baby being born right here when everybody looks at it. You're like showing the world, this is what I can do.
A little bit. It's mostly this weekend. You know, it's throughout the season, and it's when we're actually competing at the events. It's, hey, this is what our efforts.
But nobody else is going to see it for the first time after this weekend.
Tuesday. We'll be at Media Day. We'll be Media Day Tuesday. But no, this is the first time people are actually seeing it. You're right.
This Scion might be on the shortest list of most radical cars in Formula Drift history. A front-wheel drive Scion converted to rear-wheel drive with a NASCAR motor thrown in the front of it for good measure. A NASCAR motor built by a drag racing legend, Ed Pink. When Steph got into tech inspection, it took the inspectors over an hour to figure it all out. He said they were along for the ride during the build, but it still took over an hour to get the thing through tech.
Steph Papadakis, RockStar Energy Drink Scion. You've taken Tanner Foust to 2 different championships, 2 in a row. Nobody's done 2 in a row. You got 3 in a row in this car?
Man, this year's going to be really hard. I mean, we have a new car. You got other guys like JR and Sam, if he's back in the Viper, you know, that have...
Come on, don't go to that media school on me. You know, you should throw some stuff out on the table. You got a 3rd championship in this car?
I think that the car, if we keep it reliable like we plan on doing it, I just want to give Tanner the tools to do what he does, which is to go out there and drive well. No, seriously, I think we wouldn't bring out the car unless it was competitive, period. Like, that's what we do is, you know, that's what our job is, to make a competitive car. And this year and for the, you know, for foreseeable future, you know, we're working with Scion, and we want to make a really competitive, really cool looking and performing Scion. That's what we do, you know. My job is not to bring out like a C6, Z06 Corvette or a Viper and put some shocks and a roll cage in it. You don't need us for that. What we do is, you know, let's put a V8 in a Scion and make it rear-wheel drive and make it competitive on, you know, to boot. You know, let's go do a cool project like that. That's what we do. And I like a little bit of the controversy during the off season. I like a little bit of the, you know, man, how do we do this? And then getting it all worked out, you know, and then coming out with something competitive when it wasn't supposed to be. You know, back in 05, the Z, you know, people were like, you know, the Z is not a competitive car. Because the Japanese guys said that. They even said that you couldn't drift in S2000. They just can't do it. And, you know, we made both of those cars good drift cars. So that's what we do.